Photoshop, in order to create your animated GIF, in Photoshop you're going to File, Import Video Frames to Layers. And you go to the desktop to find that video file. Click Open, and you want a selected range here. You also want this button selected, Make Frame Animation. And I only want an area here. That's going to be about 30 frames. So let's see what layers we want to select. The top one's good. We want to bring it down to about 25 frames. So let's get rid of the first two. Clicking on frame number 1, hit the trash button, yes. Hit the trash button again, yes. And I've gotten rid of the first 2 frames. Now, if you start on frame 29, you want 26. Eyes closed, that's trashed. And the last 3, that is trashed. And the last 2, trashed. And the last one, trashed. Now, we want to resize this video, and to do that, go to image size and remove the 2, giving it a width of 6.67. And if your constrained to proportion is selected, the chain link here, it'll automatically come down in the proper height of 3.75. All right, now you have the proper size of your animated GIF. And the last thing you want to do, the last few steps you want to do here, is change the timing of each frame. In this case, it's 0.13 seconds versus 0.12. All right, so the last step here is to go export this, and you're going to export it as a Save for Web Legacy if you're in the latest version of Photoshop. Photoshop Creative Suite is what I'm using. And you're going to save it as a GIF. You're going to let it dither 100%. The amount of colors, I think a safe amount is 128, and there's your 128 chips of color. And you can see that there's a little bit of distortion here in the background, but it's not too distracting. Your looping option is save forever. Looping option is forever. Here's your image size. Let's see here. Adaptive, GIF animation, and save it. And that will be your new GIF. In my case, saved to the desktop. And you will now check it, which is easy to do, and add it to your assets folder. And here's how you check it. First of all, let's get rid of this for confusion. That's the video that was exported. And going into Safari, open file on the desktop, play 3. And there's your operating animated GIF. Does it look functional? It looks pretty functional to me. Let's insert the video here. I can click it and drag it right into place. This is an animated video. You can see it's doing its animated thing right now. Below it, I'm going to give you a video, a message, a byline of my business. It's already formatted. In this case, So I brought my animated video in. I'm going to put a message below it. I'm going to format that message. I want it highlighted as a byline, and I'm going to drop the color so it's not quite hitting you in the face. This is an off shade of gray, and this whole section, well, the video animation I want to be centered, and my byline I want to be justified to the left. Okay, moving on, which is about finishing your email stationery. In a previous email, I showed you how to make a email signature, and in this case, you can bring it right in. We'll go right in this section here. So merge the cells. So I'm going to put my cursor at the end of the last icon, go up and then to the left, selecting the whole table, and I'm copying all of this content. Then I'm going back to the document we were working on here and open it. Command V on the Apple, or up in the menu, edit, paste, and now that is in place. We're going to shrink this animation just a little bit so it doesn't dominate the page so much, and it gives us room for our footer. Footer's not quite there yet. This text is, it's not that large. This is probably giving us too much grief, so we're going to bring it down in font, still get the message across, and we brought our icons back up. All right. Okay, so this is kind of looking like I want to, with the exception of the borders. So you remember how we did borders in the previous email. You're going to select the table, and starting with the cursor to the right of the first part of the table, go all the way up. You go up to the outline formatting, and 0 points is what you want. But I do want to make a statement here, a divider between some of these sections. So we're going to go to this one, and we're going to select it. Hold the Shift key if it's a merged row, and we're going to raise the height to 1 point and make sure that the border color is highlighted in black. Now here we are on the line above it. Holding the Shift key, we've got two sections here, changing to the border width to 0.1 and making sure that it is a black color selection. All right, that is looking pretty slick to me. I can type in the person I'm writing to here in the hi column, and I still want to give myself some area to create borders between the video and the video message. So click and then Shift key to do the two, or you can just do them individually. We've got a 1 point border here. Now, that to me looks like a good email stationery. Now, here's a tricky thing. It's animating. Okay, so it's animating, and what you need to do is go to the video that's on your YouTube channel and grab that URL, that share link. Okay, copy that, and back to the animation that you just selected. Put the cursor to the right of it. Hold the Shift key down. Move to the left, and now you see that the animated GIF has been selected. Hit the link icon, and now you can paste the link to the video. And that's the whole secret behind this mess. And we're done. Now I'm going to show you how to bring this over into writing a new email. Okay? So the way that works, if you're in an email client like Outlook or Mac Mail or Thunderbird, you're going to select all of this. And in the example of Mac Mail, you're going to write a new email. Make sure the signature selected is none, because we created a signature in this template, and paste. So now you have your email template. Hi Joe, here's a cool tutorial. Email stationery tutorial. Save as stationery. Stationery tutorial. Create your subject line, and let's save it as stationery in this case. Okay. And now we can write our message to whoever we're talking to. Hi Joe, and I'm going to send this to myself as a test. Okay. And there you have it. It's animating. It's looking good. Well, that's it. Hope you had fun. And if you have any questions or want additional tips on how to use video to promote your business, please don't hesitate to send me a note on what you want covered, especially on this YouTube channel that I'm building. So be sure to subscribe and check out the links below in the description referenced in the video, such as the PNG file that I made for you. Now, in a future video, I'm going to cover how best to use email clients like Microsoft Outlook, Mac Mail, and Thunderbird. I'm also going to cover using email campaign platforms such as Constant Contact, MailChimp, and Benchmark Email. These programs and platforms make it convenient to make a compelling newsletter campaign via email, as well as track and keep track of interest and engagement. See you later.